What up, everybody? This is Jason, and I went to a pawn shop that I don't normally hit up, but I will be going back more frequently now after the heck of a haul I have. Uh, it was dollar for DVDs, buy two Blu-rays for three, so it was $1.50, and then box sets were $2.50, two for five, something like that. So I go up there and I have like $25 worth of merchandise. And the dude was super cool. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna ring all this up, and then it came to $19.26. So he gave me like a $6 or $7 discount, including tax, which would have been on the $25 order. So I got all these movies for $19 and like literally like a quarter here. So let me know what you think, how I did. I'm not saying these movies are rare, super expensive, hard to find necessarily. For me, the stuff I got here today was mostly either it was stuff that you can find possibly pretty easy, but it was sealed with a slip cover, which is super rare, or it's things I just never seen in the wild, and it's like, oh dang, I want to definitely pick those up because it's things you don't normally see. So I'm not gonna get into a lot of detail today. I'm just gonna show you what I have for what I got for $19. Then I would like for you all to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about how I did. Any movies that you saw that you hadn't seen, you want to check out. Let me know which ones have you seen yourself, which ones you think I should watch. Let me know what you think if I say I haven't seen it before. What's your thoughts on the movie if you've seen it? So, anyways, with that being said, just let me know your opinions. First up, WWF Vengeance with the Undertaker there on there. This one came with a insert, which was cool. In the movie itself, I was like, please let me find some wrestling DVDs, and I found this and one other I'm going to show next on there. So this, I'm excited. I did not have this for my collection, and I say this like almost all my videos where I show anything wrestling related, but Peacock has chosen to censor and cut out a lot of the original content from WWF over the years, or WCW, or whatever the promotion they have showing their contractor deal with WWE's studios. And so if you want to see it uncut in the way it was created, the way they wanted to present it, you have to get it into physical media. That's the only way you're going to get it. So I wanted to pick this up. There's a couple of like good matches in here I'm looking forward to checking out. Next up is WrestleMania 20, it looks like here. It's a 3-disc set. So I don't even want to look. I want to be surprised at like some of the matches they're going to show on here. But I just want to show real quick. It also came with its insert, as I almost threw it on the I threw it on the ground. Here's the insert. But here's disc 1. There's disc 3, the special features disc. And there's disc 2. But it's so cool because it's almost like a book. So when you close it, it like snaps. You can like actually hear it clicking, which is pretty cool. So this is exciting. Looks like it has Triple H and Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero on here, Shawn Michaels, Chris Benoit, The Rock and Sock Connection, Kane, Undertaker. So yeah, there's all I have to look at is people on the back. Next up, so as you all know, for me, WWF/E DVDs or Blu-rays in some cases are really not common to find in the wild. So I was pretty excited whenever I do see it, because it's not often. I almost always pick it up unless it's, of course, like the disc is trashed, then I will pass on it. Next up is the Green Berets, one of my dad's favorite movies. It's a Vietnam movie, of course, with John Wayne. And it comes with a couple special features. I never seen, it's rare to see a Blu-ray of John Wayne in the wild, at least around here. But I've never seen the Green Berets in the wild ever in any capacity. So, picking this up on Blu-ray again for $1. I'll be your Huckleberry. I have this movie already on Blu-ray, but when I saw that I could get a 4-disc set for $1, yes. So this is the Amazing Spider-Man. It comes with the special features disc, the DVD, the Blu-ray, and the 3D Blu-ray, the Blu-ray 3D. So I could not believe it. It came with everything, so you have the discs right here, and maybe if it lets me, that'd be great. And then I flip it over. This is the Blu-ray one right here with the special features. So that was cool. I don't know if I had shown off the Green Beret, but there's the Green Beret with the insert with the digital copy. All right, next up, this is probably the most possibly rare or expensive one. I didn't spend the whole time because it's not realistic to scan everything to see if anything is super rare or hard to find, expensive. I don't do that. I'll do that for a few things, but mostly for my own personal collection and see if I even have it, or if I can remember if I have it in my collection by scanning it and see if I can see different variations of it. But this right here, Family Under Siege and Fatal Lessons, The Good Teacher, two DVDs. This, when I scanned it, was like for used copies with the slip covers. This comes with the slip. So let me go ahead and I'll just put it right here. There's most movies. A lot of them were even used for like $20 or $30 for the whole set. So I was like, okay, for $1 again, I will pick this up, or $1.50 because it was a box set. So yeah, I picked it up. It has, Mel Harris, Melinda Clark, Daniel Baldwin. So yeah, I was pretty pumped about that. And I don't know anything about it. It looks like kind of like made for TV movies, or made straight for DVD, of course, or straight for the home video market. But again, for $1.50. Right here, Thor on Blu-ray. I believe I have it. It comes with the Blu-ray, the DVD, and the digital copy. I believe I have this already, but I did not know if I had it in this packaging. As you all know, I've talked about a lot of my like with the Spider-Man and things. If I can find it on different variations on Blu-ray or on DVD, I will pick it up even if it's the same movie, because I want to get it in multiple forms and multiple variations of the film. It's just my nerd in me that I just kind of like to complete the variation sets of these movies, and I know it's the same film. I get all that, but it's the same thing with people who used to be a ball card collector, collecting the rainbow or collecting all the parallels. It's the same card, but over like 5 different variations, or 15 or 20. It's the same idea, and I don't go buy them brand new. That would be ridiculous. But if I can come across them for a couple bucks, yes. And again, the same thing goes for the X-Men First Class. I'm almost positive I have this. I just picked it up because it was $1. It came with a physical digital copy, which I thought was kind of rare. This might have been right towards the end before they stopped doing that and just making the paper digital. But I did not. I'm pretty sure I have this, but again, for $1, I'm going to take a chance. This one was pretty cool here. It's sealed. The Gangs of New York. I did not have this on Blu-ray. I think I had it on DVD, so I'll be flipping the DVD now. I'm sure I'll just make a couple bucks off of it if I'm lucky. But never opened. This is a great movie. I went to go see this movie in the theater, like a small independent theater in Louisville back in the day. It has a bunch of special features. DiCaprio, Martin Scorsese, Daniel Day-Lewis. I don't think Cameron Diaz, but Cameron Diaz is like, it's whatever. She's in the movie, but I feel like she's, it's kind of like she's just like this window dressing. This movie sucks, but the reason I got it was because it's sealed and it comes with a slipcover. So, again, the only reason I picked this up was because of that reason. I'm sure I can flip this, hopefully, for luckily, maybe $8 to $10, maybe if I'm lucky. Because again, it's sealed, and I saw it one time. That's all I ever need to see that film. Next up was Bourne Supremacy, The Bourne Identity. I have this movie, but I have it on, I think, a different variation. The reason why I picked this up was, one, the slipcover I'd never seen before. This is kind of like a cool snip cover, and then it also is sealed. As you can see here, it is a sealed copy as I'm struggling to get it out. So yeah, I wanted to get this because it was a sealed copy. I'm a big fan of this franchise. It's like, 3 or 4 films. The Bourne Identity, The Bourne Supremacy, The Bourne Ultimatum, and then I think Jason Bourne, and then Bourne something else, I think, when he came back. So anyways, there you go. I think I have 2 more Blu-rays, and then I'll go in. No, I have 3 more Blu-rays, and I'll go into some of the DVDs. I picked this up purely because also when it comes sealed with the slipcover, Argo, I've not seen it, but I've heard good things about it. It has an all-star cast. Ben Affleck, of course, Bryan Cranston, Alan Arkin, John Goodman. Yes, all good. Based on a declassified true story. So there you go. So looking forward to seeing this out. So yes, looking forward to that. And I know this is a kind of a polarizing film series. Also, I like it for what it is. It's very thriller, kind of dabbling in that horror vein. But it's the Purge films, and this is the first Purge, A Nation Reborn. I don't know. A lot of people crap on this series, but I mean, I feel like it does what it tells you it's going to do. It delivers the goods. It's a gory, action-packed thriller, essentially. I mean, it straddles a line of social commentary, politics, gore, blood, all that kind of stuff, action. I choose. I mean, obviously, it has lots of stuff to say about our, American culture, American society, and it is definitely very loudspeaker, megaphone a lot of times. But there's enough to distract you from that message as well that makes me enjoy it. But I enjoy it for what it is. It's not, it's not the Citizen Kane of, whatever, action horror movies, but still fun. Stargate. Kurt Russell, James Spader. Who else is in here? I think there's a couple other people. I guess that's the two main ones. Okay. I thought there was a lot more people in here that I recognize, but I guess not, or they don't have them in the back here. I love this movie when it first came out, 94. I think it came out in 94. Yep, 94. I've seen it probably 2 or 3 times since then. I don't think I've ever seen it in Blu-ray. Again, not saying this is rare. Just I've never seen it floating around on Blu-ray. I hope it looks awesome. I was going to say I hope it looks delicious. I hope it does look delicious. But I hope it is it's a delight for the eyes. So check that out. And then I got 4 DVDs. I'm not even going to pronounce the name. I'm going to say the other variation maybe of this, because this is a word I struggle saying. Is I'm going to say Bigfoot. You can read it if you want. I know my limitations. There are certain English words. Maybe we all struggle with this. There are certain words you just know. If you're required to say it, you're going to slaughter the word just because it's, for whatever reason, it's difficult. And this is one of the words. And no matter how many times I try, I don't know why. It's a very intimidating word. But you have Lance Hickerson in this, D. Wallace Stone, Jeffrey Combs, Paul Gleason's in here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this. The reason I picked this up was, one, because it's $1. Second, it came with a slipcover, which I don't think I've ever seen. It was it's an Anchor Bay release off of a sci-fi movie. It also has it's an insert in here, which is pretty cool. I think this also was one that kind of went for some decent money online, because it was the whole package, and that's pretty rare. So I picked that up. Next up I picked up was Highlander 2 Renegade version, the director's cut. I don't know what separates this from other versions that was created for DVD, but it also has a booklet, and I was pretty pumped about that. And, you have Sean Connery in here. You have Christopher Lambert, Virginia Madsen, and Michael Ironside. And John C. McGinley is in this also. But I like the Highlander series, at least the first 2. After that, there's a dramatic dip, as we all know. But the first 2 were real fun. I enjoyed them tremendously. But anyways, I did enjoy this, so I wanted to pick it up. Excuse me. But I don't know what makes it different between the original releases, I guess they did originally, and this one. But this also is I thought this was an Anchor Bay release. It's not. It's a Republic Pictures, which you never see hardly. So there you go, the Renegade cut. The other cool one here I picked up, because it came with all the little inserts, was Masters of Horror when it was on Showtime. This is a Larry Cohen joint, but it was cool because it came with its inserts, and it also came with the playing card or the trading card of Larry Cohen, which a lot of these times these things were missing after it hit the secondary market, or they threw them away, or whatever, they didn't come. But so when it came in this one, I was super pumped. I believe this is kind of like a slasher film, if I remember correctly. Fairuza Balk's in this, from the Waterboy fame and American History X and The Craft. So she's rocking and rolling in this. So I like that. This was one of my favorite from the Master of Horror. I think this is season 1, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say this is season 1. And the last but not least was I got this years ago on a blind. Whoa! They all come falling down. They just keep going. It just keeps going. It's like literally just keeps going. That's hilarious. Is The Breed. It's like I'm like covered in DVDs and Blu-rays. I got this years ago on a blind. I rented this years ago on a blind rent. But these are live action dogs. This was 2000 probably 5-ish when this came out, I bet. I don't know if it says, yep, 2005. And they could have easily used crappy CGI or some kind of ridiculousness, but they use real dogs in this. And it has Taryn Manning and Michelle Rodriguez, Michelle Rodriguez is still pretty relevant. She's still popping up and stuff pretty regularly. Taryn Manning, not so much. I think she was in Orange is the New Black there for a while. But this is a great movie. It's pretty terrifying, pretty scary, using real dogs. I'm a big fan of animal attack films. It's kind of like this exploitation, grindhouse holdover from when I was a fan growing up, or learning about it 20 years ago, and I've just been a big fan ever since. That world, different variations of grindhouse films like blaxploitation, nunsploitation, ausploitation, sexploitation, nunsploitation, if I said that. But anyways, animal attack films was another one. And so anyways, with that being said, this was a good one. I really enjoyed it. It was way more scary than I thought it would be. Pretty gruesome, how I remember it, at least. It says, for violence and some language. So guys, there it is. So I hope you all enjoyed the few that didn't fall and like almost take me out. Here you see it. Hope you all enjoy the film. Hope you enjoy the films. Hope you enjoy the video. Let me know how you think I did. $19. You think I did well? Think I paid too much? Out of the movies I had shown, have you seen any of these movies yourself? What's your thoughts below of the movies that I had picked up? That you've seen, that you've enjoyed? Let me know some thoughts or memories you had of those films. Which ones maybe I've introduced you to that you didn't know about? Maybe leave a comment below about that. Like, oh, I didn't know this movie existed. Thanks for letting me know. I would greatly appreciate that. And so until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.